Yo, it's DJ Camper, and you know I got soul. If you don't know I got soul, you better ask somebody if DJ Camper got soul. DJ Camper got soul. You know I got soul. DJ Camper.
I just want to start off congratulating you on that record. Just talk about how it feels, because I've heard a lot of people say that this is probably Mary J's best single in a long time. So how does that make you feel?
Oh man, it's just a blessing to even be in that predicament for me to even just bless her with that and to be a blessing to her with that, and even to be in the position to even make that happen. Just a great honor, it's a great feeling, just happy to be a part of greatness. It's the fastest song to hit number one for her in like a 21-year span. So that's a great feeling for me to have under my belt when it comes to a legend like herself.
For sure, and it's just like, it's crazy because, like, of course you've worked with Mary in the past. You guys did Self Love a couple years back. What was the approach this time around working with her? Because I know production-wise it's a little different. So just start with the production. Obviously, Self Love I think is a classic signature DJ Camper song, whereas Thick of It, I think you kind of incorporated a bunch of different influences from, the modern stuff to some of the classical stuff.
It was just a matter of just being in the room, because the Self Love, I wasn't in the room with her. It was a track that I did with Sam Du. He wrote the song. Shout out to Sam Du. And we sent it over to her. She got it. She loved it. She cut it, and that's how it made the soundtrack. But when I got in with her, and then I stopped everything, and I was just like, yo, what are you missing? What do you need? Like, what do you need? And then she told me what she needed, and she broke it down to me. Like, I want it to be raw. I want it to be authentic. I want it to move me. And I'm like, okay, cool, got you. So I'm like, all right, cool. I got this idea I did for Drake. That kind of describes what you're talking about. But I think Drake's gonna take it. That's what I told her. So I'm like, I kind of don't want to play it, but I'm gonna play it. As soon as I played it for her, man, she was just like, this is the direction for my whole entire album. So, I had to make a decision. Like, all right, cool. Do I wait on Drake to do what he does, or do I just do this right now? Do I just secure this situation right now and just really lead this project? So I went with Mary. Drake is still my brother for life, but I felt like Mary needed this, so I made it happen. And this is only the first song of a few that I have on the album, so it's like, it's just, when every time you hear one of my tracks, you're going to hear it just like that, if not better than that. So
nice.
It's dope to be in that position.
Yep. How did Jasmine Sullivan get involved in the song? Because I know she penned it.
Yeah, sent the track over to her. Easy as that. And she penned it. Sent it back. She's like, I don't know how I feel about this. You know what I'm saying? And all of that. We heard it, and, we went crazy over it. Mary went crazy over it and all of that. So it was just a dope position for her to be in, too. And, shout out to her for killing that and being a part of legendary status. And, that's how that came about. That simple.
Cool. And, you were mentioning earlier you got a couple on the new Mary project. Can you just talk about the work that you've done on it so far?
Yeah, so far I have 5 tracks. I mean, we've done like 10 songs, but I think just keeping 5 for the album. Album's coming out shortly. The process was great, man. I did majority of that work with writers like Lucky and Prince Charles. who I love so much, Chris Charles, he wrote Needed Me for Rihanna, and he's coming out with the EP himself. Well, he already did part one. It's out right now. Go ahead and get it. Black and Gold, simply amazing, legendary. But it's coming out with some more work, and we've done work for the new Star movie, Star TV show. Did a couple songs on there for that, and I really just been rocking with him heavy. So we did the Mary stuff together, and we were in a room. Mary, she would come and just play a couple of ideas of what she had or like what she wants things to sound like, and then I'll take it from there and run with it, and I'll just give her what she needed. And we built a friendship and a familyhood and a bond, even outside the music. So when it was time to make the music, it was easy because it's like we were already connected, and I knew how she wanted things to sound musically, and she knew what to expect from me. So like when we got to that point, it was a wrap, and it was easy. So
dope.
Very organic, very, 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 very loving and very, very spiritual, very special. Those sessions were when we got together.
Dope. Looking forward to that one.
Very
and
cool.
Then, of course, the other project that you have right now, and it's drawing some buzz. I think a lot of people are starting to catch on to it, which is the H.E.R. or H.E.R. project. Just talk about your vision for that, because I know you executive produced that EP.
Yeah, I mean, we just gotta just keep it going, man. We got a great buzz, over 30 million streams worldwide, and she's still a mysterious individual. So just want to follow up with it. She's coming out with a Volume 2 project, and that's going to be coming out very soon, and I will be executive producing that project also. So it's going to be good. He thought Volume 1 was good. Wait till Volume 2 comes out. It's just a vibe. It's just every round goes higher, and it's not no one hitter quitter. It's like it makes y'all say, who's that? Where is she? Who is she? Well, who is she? Like, is she coming out with more music? We want some more music, and then when the music comes out, the world will not be disappointed. So working on that now, putting the last finishing touches on it, and we have a couple of big surprises too that I can't reveal, but just know that it's going to be worth the wait.
Now talk about your mindset when you started on that project, because obviously the sound, it's very current, but it rides that line between current and classic, which is really hard to execute. And I think both audiences, the traditional R&B fans and the newer generation, they're both taking an interest to it. So what was the mindset with that project?
I mean, just went in there and we were just vibing, man. Just wanted to just give out a new sound. When I got in with her, she played me some stuff that kind of made me have a almost like an epiphany of like what I had vision for her sound that I wanted to tailor make for her for the first time in my music career. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to get in with, with a Drake or, like a Beyonce or like a Alicia Keys or like a Jessie J. It's cool because they're established, but like breaking an artist with a new sound, it rarely happens. And then once it happens, it's beautiful because now then she is she's upper echelon. You know what I'm saying? Now she's an elite. Now she's above. She's now a legendary artist, and she's classic. Her is classic at this point. Like if her were to stop making music, if she didn't do any more music, then she'll go down as one of those artists that just came and really just changed a part of music because now she has so much influence now. You got a guy called him that's taking everything we've done flipping it. You know
right.
what I mean? So it's like she's the low key, she's the culture right now. Like she was in Forbes magazines, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's all over the blogs. Like, people love her. Everybody is with it. So it's like, as far as like, making the music, it was just, I was just experimenting with a lot of stuff, and I was just, just trying to make it as current, not as current, well, yeah, as current as possible, but just like as classic as possible, as current as possible, classic and real. So like just giving her like a real love with like a Bryson Tiller's "Don't" drum beat, or like Miseducation meets like the new school, like Chop the Screw, Metro Boomin drums, or just mashing the two and really just giving people the best of both worlds. So it's like she doesn't sound too young or she doesn't sound too old. She's like a happy medium. Like she's like, her is not an age, she's a vibe. You know what I mean? Like she's not an age. Like she's a vibe. Like there's no age on her. There's no color. There's no nothing. She's just a vibe, man. It's a mood. So I wanted to just give her that. I wanted to make that and create that for her. And thank God. It's really blossoming, and that's a blessing.
Yeah, because the marketing behind it's so different from anything we've seen before, and obviously it's a good thing now, but from an outsider looking in, it could have been a huge risk, because here you have an artist with no identity. It could have just easily been passed off as, no one would listen to it because they didn't know who it was, and just to see it catch on like it has, it's crazy. When you heard about the marketing behind it, what was your thoughts on it?
My thoughts on the marketing was just like, all right, when I found out, what the marketing plan was, it was like, okay, let's see what happens. And it worked.
Yeah.
Like it worked, and I didn't question anybody, I just said okay, and I let the chips fall where they may, and it's paying off. So, it's good. It's great. It's almost like when Gorilla first came out.
Right.
And like, just you don't know who they are. Daft Punk, you don't know who they are. It's working in her favor right now, and that's dope.
Yep. And obviously you were talking about how she's affecting culture right now. You've mentioned some artists who are kind of stealing that idea right now and running with it on their own. That has to be disappointing for you, just to see other artists trying to take that idea, right?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's dope though that we're out there doing great. I think you're doing great when you're inspiring others to try and mimic what you do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like we had to put a stop to him because he was like, it's a thing where you copy somebody, but like you was like taking my beats and like chopping and screwing them and like just taking all types of our melodies and all that type of stuff, man. It's just like, you really just trying. It's like he wasn't going to retaliate, like, But it's all good, man. That's why we're here, man. Like I've been inspired by a lot of people, so like it's cool that we can be an inspiration to others.
Dope. Now, talk about some of the other projects you've got going on, or some of the stuff that we can expect from you coming up. We talk all the time, and you always name different artists that you're working with. But what can we expect coming up?
I'm very excited about this new Jessie J album that I'm working with, that I'm working on. Very, 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 very excited about that. We're about 10, 11 songs in, and it's coming along well. I'm going back to LA in February to finish the project. And I'm very, 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 very extremely ecstatic about that. I'm very excited about that. I feel like that's gonna it's gonna shake the world when she drops, because this is the first time where she feels like she can be free, and it's like a lion being caged. Like, once a lion is out of his cage, or once a lion, you give lions green pastures to run and to go crazy, put them back in the jungle in its, natural habitat. Oh man, it's a wrap. Or you caging a bird and you letting it letting it free for the first time, the soar, man. And that's what this whole Jessie J album is. This is the first time where she feels like she's free to do whatever she wants to do musically, man. And we all know how great she is. Honestly, man, listen. I'm putting her over Beyonce vocally. Period.
Well, yeah.
Period. Yeah. To me. So the fact that you can sing like that, but you're caged in, it's not good. But once she found that right match, and it was just timing. It was just whatever it was. But now she has a chance to deliver how she wants to. Scary. Yeah. Scary, Miss Scary, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very excited about that.
I mean, we always knew that, Jessie J could sing. Maybe stylistically it wasn't really something that a lot of R&B fans paid attention to, but would you say that this album is more urban, or is it more pop, or what's the direction on it?
The album is more real.
Okay.
The album is the realest she's ever been. If that makes any sense. It's soul. It's freedom. It's soul, it's freedom, it's liberation. It's spiritual. And it's fun. It's happy. It's sad. It's growing pains. It's, you know what I mean? Like, it's what you would expect from an artist like her. So, to describe it.
Nice.
that's what I come up with.
Awesome. Are there any other projects that we can look forward to? I know, the last time we spoke, you had mentioned a Brandy EP. I know a lot of fans are still asking about that.
Yeah. Just trying to take one project at a time. Like, still want to visit that one day, but that's not I haven't finished that. It's not done yet, and just been so focused on these other projects that didn't really have time to get to that yet. But it's going to get done in due time. I'm working with Bryson right now. I don't know what he's keeping, but he has a bunch of tracks that he told me don't play for nobody.
Nice.
A$AP Rocky, he has a couple of tracks he told me don't play for nobody. So I might be on that. What else am I doing? I have a couple songs on the new TV show H.E.R. that's coming out. Mary J. Blige is having another single that's coming out that I've done. What else? What else is going on?
You gonna be on Seven's album?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay.
But she has a bunch of tracks with me too. We cut a lot of songs together, but I don't know what they're keeping.
Cool.
If I'm not, because Tiana Taylor is coming. I forgot about her. She's coming too, and she's coming strong. Her stuff is coming out amazing. Just left Miami last week, and I was with her for about 3 days, 3, 4, 5 days, and been blocking with her heavy, and she's a joy. Like, she's very talented. She's humble. and she's very hungry, and she's a workaholic. You know, she's about her business. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with all of that being said, you know, she's funky, and her stuff is coming out crazy. This is going to be the best album she's ever had, and it's going to be a hell of an R&B album.
Dope.
Yeah.
Now, last question for you. You know, you've mentioned all these different artists that you're working with right now. How much of a deal breaker is it right now in this point in your career that, you know, you're in the studio with the artist versus sending them tracks? Like, how important is that to you?
Before I answer that, I forgot to shout out Big Sean.
Yep.
I'm gonna be on his new album too. Right now, in this day and age, man, it's very pivotal for me to be in the studio with the artist, and it's like I feel like I'm owed that right because of, you know, who I am now and what I've accomplished in my career, and just the fact that that's the vibe for me now. I want to get to know you. Like, I don't want to just send you some tracks and then that's just that and this is feedback. Like, I want to have a conversation with you. I want to see where your head is at. I want to feel your vibe so I know what to play you. So the vibe is very important for me nowadays, and you know, every time I got in with somebody, you know, we caught a vibe. And because we caught that vibe, making music was easy. So that's what happened with Jessie J. That's what happened with Big Sean on his new album. That's what happened with Bryson on his new album. That's what happened with Tiana. That's what happened with everybody. So it's like, It's great. It's great to be in that space. It's very pivotal for me to be in with these artists now. You know, parties or like if they're throwing something or get together, it's like, you know, you got to be in that place because it's, in my opinion, it's more of people liking you than they liking your music. Like if they like you, then they're going to like your music whether it's mediocre or not. You know what I mean? Like it's just that. Like, you know, I hang out with you every day. Why wouldn't I make a beat for you? Why wouldn't you take it? You're my friend.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? YG, DJ Mustard, like they got this thing, bro. Like they're boys. They've been boys. So it's like it's easy for Mustard to be like, y'all got this beat for you. YG ain't gonna be like, nah. He gonna because he trusts Mustard. So it's like he's going to every time. It's a win-win every time. Mike will call Future right now. And be like, y'all got this crazy beat. And the beat can just be like boom, cat, 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 boom, cat. And Future's going to go crazy over it because of the relationship. And he trusts Mike Will. I could do the same thing with Jessie J. Yo, Jess, I got this crazy track. Boom. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? That she's going to cut it because she trusts me over her. Same thing. With Drake, same thing. You know? So it's just great, man. It's just great to, you know, to have that connection and relationship with these artists. It makes preaching easy when it's time to really, you know, get together and do the music. It makes the whole process easy. So it's very important to me. It's very important to me. It's very important to me.